guys, we need to have a talk. So, again, back on the whole Pokemon card thing. As you guys can see, I'm an avid Pokemon card collector. With that being said, I get a lot of questions from you guys about buying them, and not particularly where. I mean, I do get those questions too, but how I buy them. And even my friends have asked me too. They're like, are you ever embarrassed to look at them and stuff? Do you ever like throw a t-shirt over them or try to hide them? Not to steal them, but you know, so people can't see you walking around with Pokemon cards or like sports cards or whatever. I walk down Target or Walmart like I'm delivering a pizza. Seriously, I don't care. I will deadass walk around Target like this. And I'll look at movies and food and stuff like, what is anybody gonna say to you? Nothing. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be, probably gonna be pretty rough for me. Because I'm going to be hot taking every single NFL team, including my own. Now, I don't intend to sit here and just bash teams. But I want to, you know, go through and clear the air, kind of like I did with Arizona yesterday. That was a hot take on them. I don't think they're gonna be that good. So, before we hop into the video, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, and save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. Alright, let's get into the hot takes. Alright, here we are, obviously at the tier list, but there's nothing to explain this time. Once I get through your team, you will be put in the cooked column. I didn't even notice, so it looks like we're actually going to start with the Cardinals today, which is actually probably good because you guys already know what I'm going to say. So, for Arizona, I do not think your team is going to make the playoffs this year. I don't think they're going to be as good as a lot of people expect them to be, and I think Kyler Murray is pretty overrated for what he wants. He is talented, though. Your team is talented. I just don't think this is going to be your year. Up next, we've got the Atlanta Falcons. Kind of hard to just, you know, take shots at these innocent teams, but if I had to give a hot take on the Falcons, I'd probably say, oh, that's a good one. I think Desmond Ridder sucks. Matter of fact, I think he's going to look a lot like Marcus Mariota in the NFL. He had 1 year where he threw over 2,500 yards in college, and 1 year where he threw 30 touchdowns in college. Moving on, we got the Ravens. My hot take here is that I think you guys will all be better off when you just admit and understand that Lamar is great, but he is not a consistently good passer, and he never will be. Can he go out and have a great passing game? 100%. He's had historic games, but you're not gonna get consistency out of him. At least I don't think so. Moving on, we got the Bills. You guys have 2 seasons to make the Super Bowl at minimum, otherwise you're gonna be frauds. What else do they need? Nothing. I'm a fan of them. I know. I analyze this team every single night before I go to bed. I give you 2 more seasons. If you don't make it, guys, we're all gonna look like a bunch of fucking clowns. Up next, we got the Panthers. As long as you guys are reliant on Christian McCaffrey to be your main source of offensive points, you guys are never going to be successful because he is never going to play an entire season. Also, on top of that, Matt Rule fucking sucks, and the sooner he goes, the better. 100% of your focus should be on DJ Moore. 100%. Moving on, we got the Bears. By far the worst offense in the league. Fields looked pretty unimpressive in the throwing game last year. You have a decent running back, but all your receivers are question marks besides Darnell Mooney. And I don't mean question marks as if they'll be good. I mean question marks as who in the fuck are they? Moving on, we got the Bengals. I think if Deshaun Watson plays, you guys are the 3rd best roster in the AFC North. Am I calling you guys trash by any means? Absolutely not. But you're competing with a lot of potentially great offenses and a lot of elite defenses. Moving on, we've got the Browns. You guys are fucking idiots. You're stupid, stupid, stupid idiots. Me saying that isn't enough. I want to grab your front office by the ears and yell at them until they understand how fucking stupid I think they are. Every time you guys actually get something going, you just shit it away. I'm done. Fuck you guys. Moving on, we've got Dallas. You guys are the most overhyped team in probably the last 10 years. I'm not kidding you. Every single fucking year you guys say you're gonna win the Super Bowl. Every year. You guys haven't done shit since before I was born. Moving on, we got the Broncos. Why don't you guys ever just get a young quarterback who can play? Why is it every time that you guys find success is because you're using a guy who's been in the league for 10 fucking years already? You guys are like the opposite of Zach Wilson. You're into older men. Not really a hot take, but it seems to be the honest to God truth. Since John Elway, who the fuck have they drafted that's done anything for them? Chad Kelly, Tim Tebow, Paxton Lynch, Gary fucking Kubiak back in the day. Jay Cutler? Moving on, we got the Lions. You guys are too, I can't. You're too precious to me. Moving on, we got the Packers. Your guys' offense is like a C- and you fucking know it. Assuming your offensive line stays 100% healthy, yes, you're gonna have Aaron Rodgers and you're gonna have Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. As far as your receivers go, you got bums, man. You got bums and you got C-level players. Give me some excuses as to how those guys are all magically number ones, because they're fucking not. Moving on, we've got the Texans. Again, they haven't done nothing. You guys hold one of the worst trades I've ever seen, but that's not even a hot take. Moving on, we got the Colts. You guys want success and you guys want to win. I know this sounds absolutely nuts, but you need to stick with one quarterback. How do you expect to win bringing in a new 40-year-old dude every single year? You're like the fucking Broncos, except you fail at it. Up next, we got the Jags. The more I look at Doug Peterson, the more I scratch my head and wonder why the fuck they brought him in, other than the fact that he has a Super Bowl. Christ, honestly, I think I would have rather brought in Bill O'Brien as just a coach. Moving on, we got the Kansas City Chiefs. You guys are possibly the worst rostered team in the AFC West. You're for surely bottom two. I mean, it's just a matter of if or not you are going to be better than the Raiders. Also, not really a hot take here, but I would say 85% of the reason your team gets any slander is actually because of the family of your quarterback, and you guys know that. Moving on, we got the Chargers. If you guys don't win a playoff game, or at least make the playoffs, you will be the biggest disappointment I have ever seen in the NFL. Your team is that good. Moving on, we got the Rams. You guys bought a Super Bowl. It worked, but you bought a fucking ring and you know it, and you just attempted to do it again. Moving on, we got the Raiders. Sadly, my hot take is you guys are gonna bottom out in the AFC West. Up next, we got the Dolphins. As long as Josh Allen is in the AFC East, you guys do not stand a fucking chance. I guarantee you if they beat the Bills this year, somebody's gonna clip that, throw it on TikTok, and it's gonna blow up in my face like a science beaker. Moving on, we got the Vikings. The better you look on paper, the worse you actually do. Just how the Vikings work, man. It's impressive. I've never seen a team just blow it with so many golden opportunities. Moving on, we got the Patriots. Not that I don't have a lot to say about them. I kind of know my place, but I think you guys have, without a doubt, the most boring fucking team in the NFL. Moving on, we got the Saints. I love Jameis, but I think Sean Payton made Jameis good. I don't think Jameis is going to be as good as he was last year, and it's probably going to show almost immediately. Also, with that being said, sounds like Sean Payton's already looking back into coaching next year, which we all know it's going to be with Dallas. Up next, we've got the Giants. You guys will never be successful with Daniel Jones. You can put all the talent you want around him, but as long as he is the centerpiece of that kitchen table, it is never going to get set. Moving on, we got the Jets. Respect, my brothers, respect. That's all I gotta say. Zach Wilson really came a long ways for you guys. The MILF Moaners. Moving on, we got the Eagles. I think I've already said this, and shockingly, it's not even really negative, but I think it's a hot take because Dallas is expected to win the division, and I think Philly is. That's my hot take with them. If I have to say something remotely negative, you guys already know this, but I think Miles Sanders is a gargantuan fucking turd. Moving on, we got the Steelers. There is not, and there never has been an NFL team who has been carried by their head coach as much as you guys have in the last 4 fucking seasons. Without Mike Tomlin, you guys would be irrelevant to society. You would have been blown off the face of the earth long ago. Moving on, we got Seattle. I know I've said this before, but I think Pete Carroll's a tremendous coach. However, his coaching style is what is going to hold you back other than you needing a quarterback going forward. Now, he's the vice president, so either getting him to change or step down, that's a completely different world. Moving on, we got the 49ers. If you guys were just smart enough to use Brandon Ayuk on a day-to-day basis, you would realize that you can let Deebo Samuel go if he wants to continue to be a little bitch. The inconsistencies that you guys use with your players are the reasons that you feel so, tied down to keep these really good guys, because they are great. But you guys have one of the most loaded rosters in the NFL, and you guys are just too fucking blind to see it. Up next, we got the Bucks. When Brady leaves, you guys are fucked. He's moving everybody around there. He's moving people around in the front office. He's moving coaching people around. This is fitting one-man scheme, and that is Tom Brady. So unless he becomes the Bucks head coach, you guys are in for a long fucking ride when he steps down. Moving on, we got the Titans. I think your guys' offense this year, besides Derrick Henry, is going to be fucking terrible. I do. I don't think Tannehill's that good. I don't think Robert Woods is going to be healthy enough to play right away, especially at 100%. I think it's going to be a struggle, and Mike Vrabel is going to have to be the reason you guys are winning games. And finally, last but not least, we got the Washington Commanders. You guys are just about as annoying as the Colts are when it comes to quarterbacks. Every single offseason, it seems like your only solution to getting better is just looking at a new quarterback and going, oh, I mean, he's probably going to be better than the last guy, right? It's impressive that Terry McLaurin has been as consistent as he has been over there. All right, and that's it for me hot taking every single NFL team. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is where I'm gonna cut it for the day. Let me know in the comments if there's any hot takes you guys have, or if you want to discuss any of the hot takes I had. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post every single day. Anyway, I do this all out of love and good fun. You guys know that, so I hope you guys were still able to leave this video with a smile on your face. With everything I just said, though, I'm gonna hop off and get it edited so you can watch it on time. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Thursday, and as always, I will see you in the next video.